And we're looking forward to having this guest on right now, Ben Lubitz. This player interview is brought to you by Country Dairy, the official milk of GVSU Athletics. Country Dairy, come visit our family farm. I'm Jeremy Bolker alongside Jake Levy and, of course, head coach Rick Wesley. I don't know if you got a chance to hear him, Ben, as we welcome you into the program, but some pretty nice things to say about you and also some big expectations on you coming into the season.
He said, worked really hard over the spring to get to where I am. Last year I started off pretty well, but like you said, I got that concussion and really kind of set me back a little bit mentally. Got out of shape kind of while I was out too, so it's really hard to get back from that. But once the spring hit, I was ready to get back to work and had some really good open gyms. Worked really hard on my shot, not just my shot, but my entire repertoire as well, offensively and defensively, and I feel like I'm in a pretty good place right now, but hopefully I can build on it, so get better as the season goes on.
Not just physically, but mentally, how were you able to approach this sophomore year? Because obviously you come in as a freshman, you don't really know what to expect. You've been through the motions now. You kind of know. What was this offseason like preparing mentally?
Mentally, it was just huge. I've always said that the mental aspect of basketball, I believe, is a lot more important than the physical aspect. I mean, I've gotten stronger, gotten a little quicker, but I feel like really the reason why I'm playing better than last year was just because of my mental approach to the game. I'm here for a reason. I'm a scorer, and I try to go out there, be aggressive, look for my shot, and just really play within the offense. So try not to do what I don't do, play within myself, look for open guys, and make sure I execute on defense as well.
Well, one thing you did was hit a 35-foot jumper with the shot clock winding down in the last minute of the game on Saturday. Take us through that play. It was kind of a broken play. Things were kind of busted open. What did you see? How were you able to knock down that huge shot as it turned out?
Well, I believe we were running horns on that play, and Chris Dorsey kind of came off the screen, picked up the ball. When I looked at him, it didn't really look like he was sure what he was going to do with it. So I really just decided at that point to kind of just come off him, get the ball, and I saw that the shot clock was winding down. So I kind of like that fadeaway shot too. So I took a little fadeaway shot from behind the three, and I was just lucky enough that it went in, honestly.
You were one of two of those big shots because Miles Miller had another one of those jumpers with that shot clock expiring. I talked to Rick about it after the game, but from a player's perspective, to hit such a big shot like that in a close game, I know obviously the points are big, but for the bench, for the energy to hit shots like that, what does it do for you guys as a team?
Oh, it's just huge. It even helps us going back on defensive end, too. We get rejuvenated, you get that extra energy boost, so you can go out, play really hard on the defensive end because you know that you don't have that much time in the game left. So if that you really crack down and play good defense at the end of the game, then you can come out with a victory.
And, of course, we are talking about Grand Valley's first victory of the season just this past Saturday night against the Quincy Hawks. And I'll tell you what, defeating them 59-57. And we are talking with Ben Lubitz again. They have it here, Jake, in your description, a 35-footer. Okay, 35-footer with,
That was just my estimate from the scorer's table. I didn't get the official measurements.
What do you think? You think that was 35 feet?
I don't know. At that point, I wasn't really sure. I was just trying to get it up, so
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about a couple questions ago, we were talking about the physicality versus the mentalness of the game. Well, that was obviously some pretty good physical shooting right there, but the mental part of the game, I'd like to get the player perspective of such a tough loss on Friday night to then for you guys to, I guess I'll put the basketball pun in there, rebound to play then so well and hold on in a close game against Saturday. What was that like?
Coming off that loss, it was really hard, especially since we knew we really had that game, too. I don't know, we were up by 14 with maybe 13, 14 minutes left in the second half. We really kind of let it slip away. We kind of got away from what we were doing to be successful and to get us in that position. But you really have to have a short memory when it comes to basketball, and I think we were able to do that very well. We came back, we rebounded very well with the win over Quincy. It was a close game. It was a really grinded-out game, too. It was close the entire game. And but we just made the plays that we had to at the end of the game to come out with the victory.
Ben, you're a sophomore from Mayo, and you've had 1 year here now, but I want to talk to you about something that I just found out from head coach about you, your family legacy almost. Your mom is an Uber driver, I've been told, for Amish people. Can you please explain what that means?
So she, I've never understood why she likes doing that necessarily, because personally I hate driving. But she found the job because some Amish talked to her about possibly needing a ride around someplace. She just thought it was gonna be local at first, so she's like, all right, it's a way to just make some extra money or whatever. So she decided to do it. She really liked hanging out with the Amish. She's even got an Amish CD.
What is on the
Her
Amish
name.
CD? Did she make you listen to it?
I don't. The Psalms. I have no idea.
Wait,
what.
can we clarify? This is a vehicle she's driving.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
Got
So,
an engine,
so
four
I guess
wheels?
the Amish can get rides now. So that's kind of the conclusion I came to.
Well, and assuming Uber has to be done through an app, right? I mean, I don't think there's an Uber phone number.
No,
that you call.
they're actually starting to use phones now. So, yeah,
Wow.
they'll even call her to like let her know when they
And
need a
obviously
ride.
enough
where.
Wi-Fi and cell phone towers around the area. to do it, anything. Totally.
They're really starting to catch up.
Wow. Good for you. That's exciting. And if you could tell us quick your major and what your studies are in Grand Valley before we throw you on the fast court press here.
I'm just a nursing major here, so that's really what I do.
Dream job then.
Yes.
Okay.
Registered nurse. So hopefully I can be that someday.
Wow. Well, good for you. Well, the best of luck, with that. And obviously, Grand Valley State, a great place to get that degree. All right, a couple of silly questions that we're asking some of the players here throughout the season here on the GVSU Basketball Insider. The most favorite part of practice?
Favorite part of practice? Usually when we do the 5-minute shooting, honestly, because I like shooting the ball when we do a 5-minute shooting, so that's probably my favorite part of practice.
All right, the last emoji that you used.
Oh, the laughing face with the crying laughing face easily.
All right, was that in the past 24, 48 hours? And what
Oh,
was it?
yes.
Can
I
you
use
say
it
what
all
was
the
for?
time.
Okay.
All the time.
All right. Are you a Netflix, Hulu, or a YouTube guy?
Oh, Netflix, definitely.
Netflix, have you got a favorite show you're watching right now?
Not right now. I finished a couple of my shows. I did start watching the second season of Stranger Things. I was on Mindhunters for a while, so that's a pretty good show if you ever get a chance to watch it.
Excellent. All right, since we're at Jets Beats, we got to ask this question. Sausage or pepperoni as far as a favorite topping?
Pepperoni, easily.
Okay, a player on the team most likely to coach?
Steven. I got to go with Steve.
Okay. All right, and then what would you say the NBA player that most resembles your game?
Kyle Korver, definitely.
Love it.
Okay. All right, awesome. Well, Ben, really, I know it was a great start to this season, and hey, let's go get them, okay?
Yep,
Should
will
be
do.
fun. You got to be looking forward to these home games coming up here on Tuesday
really
and Thursday.
it's always nice to be home. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then I know, like I said, Jake, you had mentioned that before too. Then you guys won't be back playing for a few home games till about the middle of December. So come on out Tuesday night and this Thursday night should be exciting. Well, big thank you to Ben Lubitz here on the program. When we return, we'll bring back in head coach Rick Wesley and further break down this upcoming season and the opponent preview. GVSU Basketball Insider, all presented by Rivertown Honda here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.